Well,
The other thing is, what's that?
I am so sorry, Your Honor. You can finish. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to cut you
Uh,
off. Oh, that's so difficult. That's take into consideration if the ticket can be waived because I am a responsible, good driver.
and you're still here just saying nobody gave you a break,
No,
right?
you're misunderstanding me because I'm not aware of breaks and tickets. This is my first one, so I hope you understand that I
Okay.
don't know that that is a break.
This Karen walked into court acting like she could charm her way out of a ticket, but the flirting routine wasn't working on the judge. What makes it worse is she's completely clueless about how lucky she already got. The officer clocked her going way faster, but gave her a break and only wrote her for up to 6 to 10 over. That's basically a gift in traffic court, but instead of taking the win, she's here whining about how unfair it all is. I mean, she's talking like she doesn't get any breaks, when in reality, the officer just saved her a pile of cash and points on her license. Let me know what we watch here. Are you guys siding with this Karen, or with the judge who's showing way more patience than I would? Let's dive in and watch.
This is a speeding citation on an actual 88 and a 70. However, it was only written as 6 to 10 over. So, Ms. Aguilar, you are here on this 6 to 10 over speeder to do one of three things. First is you could admit responsibility to the citation. Or two, admit responsibility, but you'd like to provide some sort of explanation to court as to how or why this happened. Or three, you wish to contest this citation. In other words, fight the ticket at what we call informal hearing. What were you looking to do?
Number two.
Okay. And what is it you'd like to tell me?
Your Honor, I'd like to explain what happened that day when I received the citation. I was in the left lane passing a slower moving vehicle, and I did increase my speed briefly in order to pass and merge back into the right lane. But I was not driving recklessly. I was pulled over shortly after by the officer who was originally traveling the opposite direction and made a U-turn on that highway. Given the circumstance and nearby traffic, I'm not even sure the speed he clocked was mine. I thought I was pulled over because at the time I did not have my license plate attached to the back. It was in my front seat. So I was not aware of getting pulled over for speed. I just thought it was my car needing the identification. During the stop, the officer did conduct the conduction or the interaction made me uncomfortable. He questioned several times about alcohol and drugs, despite there being no evidence. He kept pressuring that, so that kind of made me like really scared. He did peer through my windows of the car. The car is brand new, so there's really nothing there. I've never been in trouble before. I have a really good driving record. I do take driving seriously. I lost my brother to a reckless driver. I'm just asking the court to just please take the circumstances into consideration when reviewing the citation.
Okay. Well, ma'am, if you contested the citation, I would hear evidence and decide whether or not you were responsible or not. You're admitting responsibility to the citation, so I can't change the nature of your ticket. Now, lots of times what people, when they come in here, what they're concerned about is getting points on their license. Do you know what I mean by that? Is
Yes,
that what you're concerned about?
I'm concerned about the points and the amount. I'm just concerned about it all, Your Honor. This is
Uh,
my first ticket I'm trying to fight.
Well, first of all, the officer didn't write you a ticket for going 88 and a 70. The trooper gave you a break and wrote you the second wimpiest ticket he could write you. I think this is only a 1 point ticket. But here's what I'll explain to you about points. I'm not going to give you points on this. The trooper didn't give you points on this. Points don't come from us. All right, that fines and costs is the only penalty. Now, points come from Secretary of State. Secretary of State court, two different animals. They can't tell me what to do. I can't tell them what to do.
Okay.
But here's what I would say about points. First of all, points die a natural death every 2 years. So if you could, if you want to, just outweight this point and it will go away after 2 years. But maybe more to the point, if this is what concerns you, is there's a way for you to get rid of that point. But all I can do is explain to you how to do it for yourself. I can't do it for you. But are you curious?
I am curious. I'm also curious to know if I don't know, this is my first time. I'm not sure if I'm doing this
Uh-huh.
right. Trying to fight it. I'm just agreeing with the officer. I honestly don't even know remember that day how much speed I went because like I said, he